Hey, welcome back, guys, to my Movie Trivia Schmoedown play-along reaction video series. I'm Jeff Malicki, and if you love movies as much as I do, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, subscribe to my channel so I can bring you all the latest movie news, movie reviews, trailer reaction videos, box office predictions, and of course, these Movie Trivia Schmoedown play-alongs. This is last night's match. Unfortunately, I was at work when it went up and was not able to do it that last night. Tonight, I will be seeing Blade Runner 2049. So I'm just recording this when I have time. It's about 11 o'clock on Thursday. So sorry for not doing this live again. I know that a lot of you in the chat room like to play along as well. I'm just recording this, going to throw it up, and you guys can play along at that point. We've got William Bibbiani going up against Samm Levine. Should be a good match. Two very good competitors. I'm going to give the slight edge. I'm wagering 2 points on Bibbiani. I do think that he is the stronger competitor between the two, but Samm Levine has really shown a lot as well. I think he's a pretty strong competitor also. At the end of the day, though, I think it will go deep into round 3, but at the end of the day, will be William Bibbiani who is going to win this. Let's go ahead and find out what happens. Grab your whiteboard and let's get ready to Schmoedown. I like that poster. That's kind of cool.
Just use like some paper towels.
In this Schmoedown is against Bibbiani, except for me. I know that he has the brains and the brain power to be the #1 person in this entire show.
I'm going to destroy everybody. I'm going to growl you.
I'm going to growl you.
And I'm going to growl you. And I'm going to growl everybody.
And your winner,
That was a great game too. So glad that Late to the Party got that win.
Big upset here and knocks out the darling, critically
Good friends of mine and
you
big
guys,
competitors in
you
the
knew
room.
the answers. You were a little too eager, but you knew the answers. And I just want to say that that 5-point question was bullshit, because that's not even movie trivia. That is a meme. I knew that answer. So it was a bit unfair. We still got singles coming up. I have all the confidence in the world. We're taking this thing all the way, and you're here to witness it. Get ready for it. Go on.
From hell's heart, I growl at thee. For hate's sake, I growl at thee. Growl, growl, growl.
So I got 2 things for you. First, let me ask you about the singles league. Is this something now you want to keep competing in singles? Ultimate Schmoedown's coming around the corner again. You compete in that? Something you still want to do?
Absolutely. I've said this from the get. I love a good fight.
Right.
I'm here because I love movie trivia. The belts and stuff are fun.
Right.
And I know, a lot of people get into it, and a lot of those guys have real factions and stuff, and they take it very seriously. I love movie trivia. I'm always happy to play.
And your winner!
Yes!
Advancing into the finals above the line!
Above the line versus team action in the team finals. That's going to be a fun match as well.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ultimate Schmoedown Movie Trivia Singles Tournament. My name is merely Mark Baby Carazellas. That is Ken Knapsack, and sitting in between us, it's a Josh McCouga sandwich here today. It is time to get down with one of the bigger matchups we've ever had in the Ultimate Schmoedown. Samm Levine versus William La Beast Bibbiani, Ken Knapsack, are you as enamored by this matchup as you are by Josh McCougar's wardrobe?
Well, look at that thing, man. It looked like
very impressive.
It's a hell of a jacket.
It looks like Jim Harbaugh
is a hell of a
threw
jacket.
It does. I was going to say it looks like Double Dare threw up.
Desmond Howard puke.
Yeah.
I appreciate
puke
nice
jokes
80s
aside,
reference
I'm
there.
looking forward to this
I
one.
used to love
Inglorious
watching
One.
Double Dare.
Samm Levine, he's one of the more popular players in the game, Mark. But he does have 4 losses, but he still intimidates people because you know he has a calm, collected demeanor. He knows his stuff. And those losses, Mark Riley, Dan Merle, you, Classy Clark Wolf. If you're going to lose, that's a murderer's row.
That's murderer's row plus me. And Josh, when you look at this matchup, who do you think is going to be coming out on top? The Beast is technically the favorite here. It could go either way.
You know, Samm Levine he's a tricky trickster. You know, in the game, when we first had Samm Levine on Schmoes back in the day, and he played the game, he was unstoppable.
Best we've ever seen.
So coming into the movie trivia Schmoedown, we thought Samm Levine would be on top of Schmoedown Mountain, like whacking people away like Sir Edmund Hillary back in the 1800s. But it has
not
been
accurate.
Not
accurate.
But right now, William Bibbiani, he may be the king of the entrances. He's a scary guy. We have to clean the studio every time he leaves. But both of these guys are fierce competitors. I don't know if I can make a pick here.
It's close, and let's talk about
It is
William
close,
the Beast
but
Bibbiani,
again,
Mark Ellis, because
end of
this
the
is
day,
let's say, he's
I've
an
got 2
angry
points on
man.
Bibbiani.
He's had some big losses that on one hand might have humbled him a little bit, but they also just make him that much more hungry and determined.
That's why I love a matchup like this, because both of these competitors, however they came on the scene, they were like comets we had never seen before. Samm Levine with the game on the Schmoes Know podcast, and then William the Beast Bibbiani with that first match where he threw near a perfect game, one of the best performances we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Since then, the competitors have had mostly their share of victories, but some liked losses, and here we are now with the row of other competitors here in the Ultimate Schmoedown that are like, I don't know who to root for because either one of these guys can go all the way.
Right. If I'm going to place a bet, if I have, it's probably illegal in most states. But
Yeah.
if I was to do it right now, I mean, Bibbiani, the loss his team critically claimed suffered in round 1 to late to the party has got to inspire him. Watching Roca not get eliminated has to inspire him. He is dangerous right now. He might be beyond this tournament dangerous. He's just so focused, angry, determined, but also, you know, a little bit of a new demeanor, as you could see in what his pregame comments were.
Oh, absolutely. And for more on that, let's roll the tape.
Hey guys, this is Samm Levine. I am very excited to be participating today in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Let's do this.
Growl, growl, everybody. I am here. I am back. I am in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. Yeah, teams was a bit of a letdown, but you know what? I am back, and I am in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament.
So last year when I lost to Baby Carrots Ellis in the first round of the singles tournament, it was awful. I lost on questions I knew, and it really bugged the hell out of me. And he was a tough competitor, and I've got another tough competitor today in that of William Bibbiani, the Bibbs. But actually, I think he goes by the Beast. Whatever, he's not that scary.
Roca! I know I'm not fighting you right now. I'm about to fight Samm Levine right now, but he is a stepping stone. I am going to step on him and then move forward to probably other people, but eventually you!
I think the Beast calling me a stepping stone is a pretty obvious and easy height joke, and I feel like he could do better than that. I mean, shame on you. That's low-hanging fruit, pal.
I've had some mistakes before. I've been guilty of hubris. I've been guilty of underestimating my opponents and thus setting myself up for dramatic ironies. I'm going to do the opposite this time. I am going to overestimate Samm Levine, and I'm going to set him up for a dramatic, ironic conclusion. Samm Levine is going to destroy me. Afterwards, he's going to uppercut a T-Rex with a fistful of pandas. He's going to go back in time and direct 2001: A Space Odyssey and come back pregnant with Eva Marie Saint's child. And then I'm going to win.
Nothing would give me greater joy than to face Christian Harloff in the Schmoedown Spectacular later this year because, frankly, I think the guy's a punk. I say.
All right.
What is going on, everyone? Frank here from The Rundown, giving you your pregame analysis for today's matchup. Now, the Inglorious One, Samm Levine, he enters today's match answering 69% of his questions correct. And if his recent high level of play from the team tournament transfers over to today's match, it could get rough for Bibbiani. In that team tournament, Levine answered 80% of his questions. Now, as prolific as Bibbiani has been in the Schmoedown, his high accuracy rate of 81% has not transferred into the wins many thought would happen. Now, this can easily be attributed to his performance in the third round, where he has struggled to consistently answer his 3- and 5-point questions. So for both sets of these difficulties, he is 2 for 4. And when failing to answer these questions, his matches have resulted in losses. Now, if Bibbiani continues to struggle in the third round and the match is close, expect to see Levine shine here. Levine has a very strong history in the third round, especially with the 5-pointer, where he is 3 for 3 in his opportunities. But if Bibbiani wants to avoid a third round scare, Levine, in his past matches, has left the door open in the second round, whereas opponents have stolen 5 of 6 opportunities for a total of 8 points. Now, due to the high level of play many expect from both of these players, it will most likely require a near perfect match from someone to secure this victory. That's going to do it for this pre-match breakdown, and remember, for more stats and info on all your favorite players and teams, go follow at SD Rundown Stats on Twitter for more.
In the Facebook group.
I mean, you see right there, Josh. I mean, both competitors primed. Samm Levine doing his cool, understated thing. Bibbiani, very big, bombastic. How do you get into the psychology of guys like this, and who do you think has the advantage?
You know, I don't know. I feel like this is going up against William the Beast Bibbiani, a lot going up like a guy on steroids in the 80s Olympics. You could see it in their eyes that there was something up there. And then you raced them, and you watched them just whoop the competition. They came out of nowhere. But I tell you what, if you want to throw a racehorse up there against a man full of steroids, it's Samm Levine.
I think you're talking about a different game altogether, Josh, but it's close enough.
Movie trivia is what's
But as
happening.
you saw, Sam, calm and collected, but he called out Harloff. He wants to advance to face him in December. And Bibbiani trying a new strategy. He's not going to underestimate anyone. He knows he's had some hubris that's led him down the wrong path when it comes to wins and losses, but he still believes he is the best.
If there's one thing you can take away from this match, folks, it's don't mistake calm and collected for shy, and don't mistake big and bombastic for cocky. Both these guys can play the ultimate Schmoedown. And Ken, as we look at the tail of the tape here, tell us some of the strengths of each competitor.
Absolutely. William the Beast Bibbiani is his strengths. I mean, he's got
Classics,
a lot of them.
Oscar movies, and growling at people.
And growling. He has become excellent at that.
Scores in soundtracks, 2000s, and charming
that type
people.
of stuff. 2000s, because he's been in a lot of movies in the 2000s, and just being a charming performer. I love watching Sam work.
He's got a great voice for radio at summer camp.
Yeah, he does. I like Sam a lot.
Yeah, big
he's
fan.
good.
He's
a Cubs fan, but we're okay with
a
that.
movie star versus maybe the best employee that Blockbuster Video ever had. Josh McCouga, are you ready?
I'm ready, Mark.
Ken Knapsack, how does your throat feel today?
Oh, I feel great.
Let's have some Schmoedown. Say your line. Your voice is better.
Right.
Do the thing.
Do the thing?
Do it, Ken.
Let's get
Ready to
Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
It's Schmoedown time. Introducing first. Representing above the line. With a record of 3 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 KO. The Inglorious One, Samm Levine.
There he is. Look at him. He is a specimen. He looks like a middleweight.
To a song
He looks like a
popularized
middleweight.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he looks about as cool as Ferris right now. The song later appeared in a Twix commercial.
It did.
It did. And his opponent, representing the Growling Commandos, with a record of 3 wins, 2 defeats, and 1 KO. He is the co-holder of the most points scored in a match record. He is William the Beast Bibbiani. What's
the
happening
curtain
there?
is parted, but
Wait,
Is there a ghost in here? Tell me there's a ghost in here.
Something's happening. I don't know. Oh my God!
It's the man.
I didn't even see him come in.
It's invisible. Invisible.
Where is Bill Duke? Gonna have me some fun. Gonna have
Get
me
out.
some fun.
This is horrifying, particularly for Josh McCouga, who scares easily.
Yeah.
How is your ticker right
I am
now?
not feeling great, Mark. I saw the curtains move. I am not a fan. I don't like ghosts. I don't like predators, and I don't like beasts.
Folks, there's a reason why Josh is sitting between his two parents, Ken and myself. He is going to be okay. He has wet himself. He is wearing poise. I think we can get through the match.
Absolutely, male underwear is a
Well,
thing.
guys, we ain't got time to bleed. Are you ready, William the Beast?
Let's get to the chopper.
Let's do this.
Let's do this thing.
All right, then it's time. It's Schmoedown time.
That's right.
Boom.
That's what Ken says and points at me, and that means it's time to recite the rules for two men who do not need it whatsoever. In round one, you will hear
Round
8
one.
questions from 8 different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. When you hear the question, please write down your answer on the whiteboard in front of you. When we ask you to reveal your answer, please show it to the cameras at the same time you verbalize it to us up here at the answer desk. There is no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing in round one. William Bibbiani, you, the Beast, are the favorite. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
I thought he was going to go the other way on that one. Samm Levine.
Now let's do this thing.
All right. Yeah.
Very cool.
I tell you what.
Collected.
I tell you what.
Let's
you
do
know,
this.
Sam Levine's the kind of guy comes up behind you, puts a knife in your back, and says, "I'll see you later."
That's right. 9 times.
I either stabbed you or I didn't.
times.
Let's do this.
Hey, let's do it.
Times.
Let's do it.
Your first question comes from the world of action-adventure movies. These are movies that feature action and or adventure. In the Ben Affleck action attempt reindeer games, who played Ashley, his love interest and prison pen pal?
You ever had a pen pal, Mark?
I've never seen reindeer games.
I've never
I wanted
seen
to see it when
this.
it came out in theaters. It was right in my wheelhouse at the time.
yeah.
I missed it. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
According to the editorials in our questions, no.
5, 4,
Whatever.
3,
Ashley Judd.
2, and 1.
Probably
William
wrong.
Bibbiani.
I want to say Charlize Theron.
That is a point for
Give
you,
it to
sir,
him.
and
I'm glad I
Sam
said it.
Levine.
I will concur with my colleague, Charlize.
There you go.
Point for
Right.
both of them.
People, colleagues.
Josh McCoot.
Thank you.
In the category of dramas, which Spike Lee joint sees Harvey Keitel investigate a drug-related shooting involving Mekhi Phifer and Isaiah Washington?
I love Mekhi Phifer's appearance in the Eminem song. He's good in the movie.
He's good.
But he's good in the song, because you ain't no Mekhi Phifer.
No, he's not. And he loves his mom's spaghetti.
Mom
as
spaghetti.
well.
Damn it. You beat me to the
Gotcha,
punch.
gotcha.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam Levine.
Is it Clockers?
It is Clockers.
Bing, bang,
William
I
Bibbiani.
picked
What
the right
answer do
thing.
you
That's
have?
the only
Almost was
Spike Lee
Clock
film
Stoppers,
that
but it is
I know.
Clockers.
It is, in fact,
Clockers.
Clockers.
There you go.
Perfect ball game early on, Ken.
All right, guys. Category comedy. Third question coming in. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which character succeeds in cutting off the arms and legs of the Black Knight?
I think this is the funniest movie ever made.
You think so?
It's either that or Animal House for me.
Wait, that way.
Interesting.
But
Funniest movie ever made.
you've seen DC Cap.
I don't even know.
That would be Arthur, King of the Britons.
Is that the one that Jake Steinfeld drives?
King of the Who?
5,
Bewitched
4,
reboot.
King of the Britons.
3, 2. You're a Clippers fan? 1. William Bibbiani, your answer.
Tis but a scratch, and it was King Arthur.
That is correct, Sam
Oh,
Levine.
I'm such an idiot. I literally just erased Arthur.
Oh, Levine.
That
Writing.
could be
Holden Ellis!
game
Lance
over.
Alive.
Game over.
And
It's
we're
over.
done.
I
Thank
don't
you, everybody,
know.
for joining us
The
at the
Russian
Ultimate
is
Trivia
cut.
Schmoedown.
The
I'm
Russian
getting
is cut.
the word from the judges. We are not canceling the match. We will continue.
Oh.
And now we go
We
on
all have other stuff to do.
horror thriller is the next category. And the question therein is, which Alfred Hitchcock film starred Kim Novak and James Stewart playing a detective forced to retire partially due to his fear of heights?
Well-
Do you have fear of heights?
Jesus, give it.
Now, I got a
Brian?
fear of
Did we-
mostly spiders.
Spiders are your big thing. Ken, what are you most afraid
Dirty
of in life?
shoes.
I'm most afraid of questions with syllables that I can't put together.
Ooh, you're xenophobic.
Yeah.
All along
5,
Watchtower.
4, 3, 2,
Kenny Xenophobe.
1. Pens down, please. Sam Levine.
I have a little vertigo myself after the last question.
You and David Duvall and Bibbiani.
Vertigo.
There you go.
Right.
And he drew us a nice little
Interesting.
picture. What a nice
Yeah.
guy. No
That-
points
that part
for the
from
picture.
Vertigo.
No
right.
points awarded.
Your next question comes from the category of golden statued naked men. That'd be Oscars. In Oscars, what was the silent movie sensation that won Best Picture at the 2011 Oscars?
You ever thought of taking a vow silence?
The artist.
not really.
How
My
long do you
parents used
think
to play
you
that
could stay
silent
silent?
game.
Yeah, did you ever win?
Never.
You versus Ben Makuga.
No.
Who wins silent game?
No, not me.
I wish they'd have asked about the first question.
4.
Yeah,
Three.
that would have been a
tough
question.
question.
I mean, we both would have known.
And
Of course.
one looks like they have the answers based on their banter.
Yes.
Bibbiani?
Lots of banter. It was the artist.
And
Yeah, it
that
sure
is
was.
correct, and it
There you go.
certainly was.
So they lead
And
5-4.
Here we go, Ken Knapsack.
All right, guys, your sixth question comes in the category of rom-coms.
These are
That
romantic
is,
comedies. Ken.
comedies with a romantic tinge to
Yes,
them.
they are.
Romancing comedy.
Yeah. Aw.
Enough said. Enough Said is one of the last screen performances from James Gandolfini, who played his co-star
was,
and romantic interest.
Big fan of James Gandolfini. Loved Sopranos.
I saw
Yeah.
one episode of The
The
Sopranos,
Mexican.
and it was the one where David Lee Roth plays poker with the gang.
Ah, yeah, he
You
does.
think
Why
he
do you think I
signed
watched
with
that
Julia
Because
Louise
David Lee
Dreyfus?
Roth
You're damn
was
right
in
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1, let's go to Samm Levine.
Elaine.
That is true.
That is true.
Get out.
Julia Louis Dreyfus and William Bibbiani.
I also picked Julia Louis Dreyfus.
You
'cause
picked
it's the correct answer.
correctly, and Bibbiani still throwing a perfect game
Here he
late into
goes.
round 1. It is tied close enough. 1 point lead for Bibbiani.
You know what words mean,
which
right?
is practically tied.
Practically tied.
There, it's a virtual tie here.
There
1
you
point
go.
separates the tie. Fantasy sci-fi is the next category.
Science fiction. being
And this
sci-fi.
is fictional science, and your question is, what color was Luke Skywalker's call sign at the end of Star Wars A New Hope?
Red 5 standing by.
Big fan of those movies.
I've never
Yeah.
seen him.
Big, you should watch them
Never
because
seen
it's like Robotech meets Dragon Slayer.
Can I
Big
just
fan of War Stars.
rewatch
A
Robotech again?
little bit of Krull.
And a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to need your answer.
From whom?
The Beast goes
Can I
first.
start with me? Oh, was it red?
That's correct.
That is
Okay.
correct. There
No,
you
we
go.
both. I also guessed blue.
Oh, man,
Oh,
that
yes.
could be the
Yeah.
match right
It's
there.
an important thing to know.
Right.
You know, that's going to really
2
pay off later in life.
Yeah.
points.
I am
That's all
prone
right.
to
And,
overreaction.
Ken
That
and
one I don't
Josh.
feel bad about not knowing.
No,
This
you're
is the
fine.
last
Arthur, I'm angry at
question
myself.
in
Star Wars
round
is not
1.
actually that interesting or important.
Going to be
film.
asked by Josh McCouga here. Only 2 points
Final
separates the
question.
tie.
Right.
Final question.
Beast-
Final question
Beast has
here.
been perfect so
in
far.
round 1, Beast, if he gets this correct, he gets a bonus question. Coming of age, in the coming of age category, name an actor that is featured as a student in the 1989 drama Dead Poets Society.
Again, there could be
Crap.
multiple answers.
Multiple answers. Multiple answers.
Looking for one.
Just one answer?
Yeah. One's
I am
Just
drawing a
one is
blank.
the
Need
lone
one, but we're going to
On
start
all
at
of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Samm Levine.
There were so many to choose from,
Yep.
but I went with my homeboy, Mr. Josh Charles.
That is
That is
correct.
correct.
I saw him at Baja Fresh one time. He looked like a very nice guy.
He's
The Beast.
delightful. He's delightful.
Love Baja Fesh.
I'm going to go with the one who made me cry, Robert Sean Leonard.
Yeah.
correct. Well
Neither one of them
done.
took Ethan Hawke, and that's because they know how to play the game well.
That's right. But
Interesting.
that means William the Beast Bibbiani perfect and round
Perfect
one.
round one.
Bum, bum,
Roll
bum,
the graphic,
bum,
play the
bum.
music, start
4
the
out
marching
of
band,
8.
and
Let's
now,
see if I can
Beast,
go
you
5
will
out
get
of
a
9.
bonus question for having a perfect round 1. This question is to you and only you, so Samm Levine can kick back and enjoy his 6-point performance in round 1. Your question, William Bibbiani. How many replicants was Deckard tasked to kill in the film
I need
Blade
to watch
Runner?
this before seeing part 2 tonight.
Strucker Hauer, Daryl Hannah. 4?
And that is correct. A perfect round
Wow.
for the Beast, William Bibbiani. Moving on to round 2. Round 2 is known as the wheel
All right,
round.
4 out of
each
8, 4 out of
player
9
will
for
get
me.
4 questions. These correspond to one of those wheel categories up there. Each question is worth 2 points. If you are not sure of the answer, you can check the multiple choice, at which point the value of the
Bring
question
out the wheel of
goes
death.
down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, that there is stealing available in round 2. And also remember, you are awarded a spin mulligan if you don't like the category you spin. William Bibbiani, you are not only in the lead, but you also were the favorite. Would you like to spin first or defer to Sam?
I would like to spin first, and thank you for all that exposition. That was great.
That's what I am here to do.
Okay.
I put passion and emotion into every bead of sweat that comes off my
He
forehead.
is a
a lot of
verbose
sweat.
human.
Let's do this. Wheel of
Great
morality.
spin.
Turn,
Right.
turn,
Fingers
turn. Tell us
in
the
on the
lesson
wheel
that
of
we
death.
should learn.
Beast gives it a spin. You got to be
He's
thinking
throwing
he's
a lot
looking
of
for
Good
classics
spin.
up there.
I like that spin.
He
Coming
loves
to
him
a
some
stop
classics, and
line.
is it going to get there?
Is it going to get there?
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Just short of classics. Just short of classics.
Tarantino movies. How do you feel about that one?
I got one more time.
He wants to spin away.
I believe that was an
Classic?
insult to Sam's
That's
career as
right.
he was in a Quentin Tarantino
Sam
movie.
Levine, so good in Inglorious Bastards.
Fantastic in the movie.
And Bibbiani spitting in his face.
That wasn't very nice.
No, I didn't think
But
it was
a great
I'm
cordial.
just
sound
following
effect.
direction.
Great sound effect.
And
Ooh,
we
that's
are looking
classics
at
again.
Festival
Yeah.
Darlings.
Oh, new
Festival
category.
Darlings. That is a new category up here. And
say.
to administer that will be none other than myself, Mark Ellis.
All right.
You spun Festival Darlings. And your first question is thus. What is the end song performed at the finale of the film Whiplash?
Fantastic film. I just can't come up with it.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Caravan, B, Whiplash, C, Upswingin', or D, When I Wake?
It might be Whiplash.
Upswinging?
That is incorrect. Sam Levine.
Is it Caravan?
1 point for Sam Levine.
Wow, here he comes. It's a steal. Big steal, Mark. Huge steal. That
Fantastic
is walking
film.
Out of
If
the
you guys
grocery
have not
store with
seen
the O. Henry
Whiplash,
bar right
definitely go
Your
ahead and check
next
that one out.
question. It's a very accurate description, actually. Which character discovers that he is colorblind in Little Miss Sunshine?
Never saw it.
You need the character's
You
name?
need the character's name.
No, the actor. I need multiple choice. I don't remember the name.
Is it A, Richard, B, Frank, C, Ed, or D, Dwayne?
Richard?
That is incorrect.
I
Sam
believe it's
Levine.
Dwayne.
That's
It is
correct.
Dwayne.
I was on the first one. I didn't know.
Oh, man.
I knew Dwayne.
Your next question. In the film The Diary of a Teenage Girl, Minnie aspires to a career as what?
Never saw it.
Well, she's already a teenage girl. I actually didn't say it. Okay, let's do multiple choice.
Is it A, cartoonist, B, clothing designer,
Clothing
C,
designer,
singer-songwriter,
sure.
or D, filmmaker?
Do filmmaker.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Sam Levine.
This is a straight guess. Is it cartoonist?
That's
1
correct
point for
Boyd.
Sam Levine.
I saw the trailer. I saw the
Captain
trailer.
steals.
This
saw-
is really bad for
I
me.
I saw the trailer.
Hey, man, it's all tied up.
We
In
now
the words of Mark Ellis, it is tied.
have
I'm
a
losing all of my
tie
indie
game.
cred.
It is
Watch out for the little guys.
Wrecking
That's
the
what
beast
I'm
here.
learning
Sam
here at the
Levine going full
Schmoedown.
Italian
You
job
do
on the
have
beast
one
right
question
now.
Oh my
left.
God.
Stealing
And
everything.
your question, if you get this right off the
gets
bat,
animated.
you will reclaim the lead from Sam Levine.
All right.
And your question is, what instrument does Dawn's brother play in his band in Welcome to the Dollhouse?
Never saw it. Trombone.
Fart is not one of the options.
Should be.
That's an oboe.
Do you know this?
I have an inkling.
He has an inkling.
Does he play
Interesting.
guitar?
Is an inkling?
Tip of the hand.
Is an inkling?
Is that
an
your final
instrument?
That's my final answer.
Guitar is incorrect, Sam Levine.
Is it piano?
It is not piano, it is a clarinet. But
clarinet.
Festival Darling
thinking
certainly
on the
played
keyboard.
the beast
Goose egg.
there.
Yeah.
Goose egg, Mark.
It has been a long time since we've seen the Beast struggle like that, if ever, in this category or in this tournament, in this game, the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. The Beast flummoxed, and now Sam Levine spin that wheel and
Right,
see if he can build on
Sam
this
has big
momentum.
round too.
Sam.
This could be dangerous.
Sam Levine poised to quit after he got the third question, round one, wrong.
Oh,
90s.
now
Yeah,
he's
90s.
That's one of Sam's strengths.
Let's rock and roll.
He's going
He's
rock
gonna
and
do it.
roll.
He is going to the
90s. I got a hinkling. I got a inkling that Sam knows is 90s.
When he says inkling, that means he's
Give us a round.
All right, you've got 90s movies, Sam. You're sticking to it. 4 questions in this category. First one in. Who plays former IRA sniper Declan Mulqueen in 1997's The Jackal?
I believe that is Bruce
I can
Willis.
picture the cover.
Incorrect.
Son of a
Richard
bitch.
Gere.
That's a steal.
What a
This is a game of
2
steals, Mark
point
Ellis.
steal.
It is a
Of course
game of
Richard Gere was
steals.
Irish.
I
And
swapped
I can
them.
picture the cover.
Suddenly,
I just
all
couldn't
that
come up with the
momentum
name.
that Levine had, maybe back in the Beast corner a little
Holy
bit.
Jeez.
We just basically traded categories.
All right, question 2. Question 2. In the 1997 movie In and Out, who plays Cameron Drake, the actor who outs his English teacher as being gay in his Best Actor acceptance speech at the Oscars?
Matt Dillon.
That's correct. 2
Matt
points.
Dillon. This is a back and forth battle of bastards. I'm sure they have moms.
Tennis with movie trivia.
Yes, really is.
You don't know me.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Third question. Who played Drew Barrymore's evil stepmother in Ever After?
Fan favorite.
All the women in the room are gasping because clearly this was a seminal film for them in the 90s.
Yes, Queen.
All right, give me multiple choice.
A. Helen Mirren. B. Angelica Houston. C. Meryl Streep. D. Julie Andrews.
Angelica Houston.
Could you repeat the answers, please?
A. Helen Mirren. B. Angelica Houston. C. Meryl Streep. D. Julie Andrews.
It might be Julie Andrews.
Angelica Houston?
It's correct for a point.
Wow.
I had it on my
Damn,
first
guessing
guess.
mouth.
You talk
Whatever.
about
That was
inklings.
process of elimination.
That's
Yeah.
the old Josh McCougar guess right
They
there.
really could have. They really should have thrown a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you there, Sam. Real nice.
Thank you, guys.
Don't be proud of us.
Appreciate that.
All right. Fourth and final question in this category, Sid. What is the name of the American submarine captured by Scott Glenn in The Hunt for the Red October?
What is the name?
Of the yes.
American submarine.
Yes.
I believe that is the USS Indianapolis.
Incorrect.
Love that movie.
Shit. I wish you got multiple choice.
Well, there's a reason I didn't.
Yeah.
Played by Levine, KG veteran.
The USS Tennessee.
Incorrect. Looking for the Dallas.
Bibbiani got closer, going more
so
towards
long
the
since
south,
I've
but
seen
nonetheless.
I
Dallas,
could even
Texas.
hear Courtney B. Vance screaming, "Way to go, Dallas!" I screwed the pooch on that
Very
one.
interesting turn events for both competitors here in round two. And going into round three, I'll get the quick take from my panel of commentators up here. Who has the advantage going in?
Sam feels he's got to be in a fortunate position here. He wasn't expecting to have that lead coming out of that round. To see Bibbiani put up a goose egg is something we don't see. But, you know, you can't count out the beast, John.
Here's how round three works, is that each competitor is going to give us a series of 3 numbers that range from 1 to 20.
At this point,
Those
it's
numbers
anybody's game.
correspond to a movie category up here at the answer desk. Your first question is going to be worth 2 points. Your next 3, your last 5 if we get that far. Sam Levine, you are tied but in the lead. Your 3 letters / numbers.
What are my parameters?
1 to 20.
All right, I will go with 3.
Solid.
That was a tough one. Let's go with.
They're just random numbers.
8
You don't know what
and
categories they're assigned to.
Good numbers.
He
Those are-
We don't
finally
know what
remembered 3
categories
numbers
they assigned
existing
to.
between 1 to
Just
20.
pick 3 numbers.
William Bibbiani.
I'm going to crowdsource this. What should I pick?
3.
2, 9, and 6.
2, 9, and 6 in that order. I will be administering the questions to Mr. Bibbiani. And you are up first, and your first category that the crowd selected for you was number 2, and up here that corresponds to crime.
Crime.
Movies. Crime movies. And your question for 2 points. Bricktop, Bullet Tooth Tony, and Boris the Blade are all characters in what 2000s gangster comedy? Go to 5.
I want to say Get Shorty,
3,
but I
2.
think that's wrong.
Bricktop, Bullet Tooth Tony, and Boris the Blade are all characters in what 2000s gangster comedy?
Whole 9 yards?
That is incorrect. Looking for Snatch. Looking for Snatch. Snatch. And so Bibbiani still
All right, let's
needing
do
some
this.
points here.
Here we go.
Now you can take the lead and force Sam to answer his first question.
I would like to.
You selected, or the crowd selected for you, number 9. And that is the category of directors.
There you go.
These are directors that have directed a movie.
Or movie.
And your question is, name 2 David Fincher movies starring Brad Pitt.
Gone Girl.
Okay.
And-
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
And one of the others, which I am weirdly blanking on.
Oh, no. You can
Fight
feel
Club.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct.
Don't know why I blanked on
It
that.
happens.
Yeah.
I had a stroke when I was up here
Got
going
the
against Dan Rowe.
lead.
Yeah.
Bibbiani going into the dark recesses of his mind for that
Tell
one.
you what, that was tough.
And he walks out with a Fight Club. The first rule about
All right.
Fight Club, I guess he broke the rule for 3 points, Ken.
Absolutely, which puts it back to Sam. You're going to get a 2-point question. Sam, you chose the number 3. That is the category of dramas.
Perfect.
Dramas. In The Martian, who played the director of media relations of NASA?
Is it Jeff Daniels?
Incorrect. Looking for
Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig.
I knew he was the director of
She
that.
gets to look
Yeah.
distressed.
I only
most of the
I
film.
only saw the funniest comedy of that year once.
Yes. Yes.
That's true. That's a funny movie.
Yes.
Funniest comedy of the
That
year.
is a
according
great
to
According to the
movie
Golden
about the power
Globes,
of humor
it
to
is
keep people
a
alive.
comedy.
Too much laughter to go again, huh, Sam? All right.
And that's
So,
why I don't
Sam,
put
that
much
means you
stock
still
in the
have
Golden
to answer a
Globes.
question here. Your 3-point question coming next. You chose the number 8.
Yeah.
That is the category of 80s movies.
Okay.
80s
That's appropriate.
movies. All right.
With the number 8.
In The Princess Bride, according to Vicini, what is the most famous of the classic blunders?
I am not as much a fan of Princess Bride as a lot of other people.
Never get into a land war in Asia.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct. 3
Well remembered.
Wow.
Well
Puts it
remembered.
back to
Okay.
Bibbiani.
And
Oh,
suddenly
man.
Levine has forced the hand of Bibbiani. And Bibbiani, you have one question
Bibbiani, stop
remaining. And it's
behaving
worth
like
a
that.
huge 5 points you're going to need to force it back over to Sam. You selected number 6.
Yes, not number 7, which you had said before.
I never said number 7, although it
did
is
off camera. You
lucky.
probably cut it out.
Number 6
Okay.
corresponds to fantasy sci-fi.
Okay.
Fantasy sci-fi. And your 5-point question. In the film Looper, who plays Abe Mitchell, the man who manages the Loopers?
I've seen this movie twice. It's quite good. I just don't.
John Hurt?
I
And
literally just said the man.
Wow. Wow.
Sam Levine.
That is an upset, and I'm actually shocked at
Yeah.
Wow.
Bibbiani's
Just
performance. He
Can't
did not do
underestimate
well
in
at
a
all.
clash of styles. The one that talks the least, the one that carries the biggest stick. That ended up being Samm Levine here today. Bibbiani with some really tough questions in that round 2. Festival Darlings. Nightmare of a wheel wedge,
That's the
but
new classics are sounding.
Samm Levine
that might be the
stepping
new
up.
movie
Josh
release
McCooley, your
dates
thoughts on
as far
today's
I
as
tell you what,
incredible
No,
this ultimate
not being able
Schmoedown,
to answer
it really
any of
is
them.
the March Madness of Schmoedown. The stakes are higher.
Good category,
It's
though.
mayhem.
No,
It's
I
mayhem. It
mean-
really, today's match was fantastic.
I'm glad that
I
they
thought
have that
both
as a
teams really
category.
fought through some
I just
tough,
don't know
tough
how
questions.
many people are going to be able to get that.
Maybe that Festival Darlings category is my new nightmare. That will keep me up at night thinking about Festival Darlings.
That's right, and you compare it to March Madness, Ken, it might be like a Duke early exit here for Bibbiani, but for somebody who is built to last like a Michigan State, that's more Samm Levine speed.
I'll quote the late great Jack Buck. I don't believe what I just saw. That
Yes.
was an impressive feat from Sam and William Bibbiani.
Really
He's
was.
still the beast, but he came up with a goose egg in round 2, something I did not think we'd see.
That is the
Yeah,
ecstasy and the
that's-
agony of the playoff format here in the Ultimate Schmoedown for an interview with the winner and the loser of today's match.
Did
We
not see
throw it
that one
over to our
coming at
very
all.
own Jen Sturger. Take it away, Jen.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? I'm here with Samm Levine. That was amazing.
It's, I will often say this, that luck plays a huge component in the Schmoedown, and I was certainly the beneficiary of some bad luck on Bibbiani's part and some good luck on my own. And contrary to what he believes, I was only guessing on Whiplash when I said Caravan. I knew Paul Dano's character was Dwayne, and what was the other one? Exactly.
Diary of a Teenage
Diary of a
Girl.
Teenage Girl. I saw the trailer and I remember cartooning, so that's an educated guess.
But let's be real. When he landed on that, we didn't really know what we were getting into with Festival Darlings. Were you shocked at the level of difficulty?
Those were some very hard questions.
Yes.
Having to name a character in a movie is always hard.
Yeah, as opposed to
because
an actor.
that's generally not something people remember unless we're talking about a super famous movie. And it's certainly a well-liked movie, but I don't know that anyone could just off the top of their head name a character in Little Miss Sunshine.
And it was a close match the entire way through. Tell me when you were going into that third round, what were you thinking?
I was just thinking I made it here and I have the points lead, don't blow it. And then I was so angry at myself for not getting my first question, which I don't even remember what it was, but it was one I should have known. Is that, anybody remember it? Nope, no help.
Nope.
Well,
Nope,
whatever my
everybody's gone home.
one-point question was, I blew it. But I was very happy that I remembered The Princess Bride well enough. I was sitting there for a second, legitimately
amazing.
replaying the scene as best I could in my own brain, because I know he only says those two things, but I just couldn't remember the order. And I figured, I vaguely remembered him saying, the second and lesser known is never bet against a Sicilian when death is on the line, so I took a shot.
Were you a little nervous after that first round when he got all of them right?
I was a little nervous, but not terribly nervous because I know how big a factor the wheel is. And if you can keep
boy,
it within,
it was a factor today.
I feel like if you can keep it within 2 or 3 points, the wheel can be your friend.
So now that you won, you're going to face either Jason Inman or John Roca.
Wow.
I mean,
that's
really,
a tough
Sophie's
one.
choice.
That is a tough one. I mean, Jason Inman is a fierce competitor. I have watched his matches. That guy knows his stuff, and he's a decent person. John Roca, on the other hand, is a monster in human skin form, and I would gladly take him on to take him down.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
This was a phenomenal match, and we can't wait to see what the rest of it looks like for you.
Thank you very much. I'm as surprised as anyone else here today.
Go get ready. All right. Wow, Bibbs. That was a tough match. Where's Ricky?
Ricky is wheeling and or dealing. He was very non-specific, but I assume he is out there making the deals and or the wheels in order to make the Growling Commandos at least get like a book deal or something out of this. I don't know. We're obviously not doing that great in the Ultimate Schmoedown.
That was definitely a tale of 3 rounds. In that first round, you killed it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. You had to been feeling confident going to that second round, and then you landed on Tarantino, decided to pass, and landed on Festival Darlings.
And I thought I was going to do fine. I go to festivals. I go to Sundance almost every year. I go to Toronto National Film Festival almost every year.
Name dropper.
I name a festival? I name Toronto. Yeah, me and Toronto are like this. No, but like those were like really specific questions. Those were not like general, hey, remember that movie? It was just like, no, you'd better remember Paul Dano's name in Little Miss Sunshine. And I'm like, no, it's Paul Dano. That's who that was. That was Paul Dano. I don't need to know his name. I know it's Paul Dano because it's Paul Dano.
And somehow, as if that round wasn't hard enough, Levine came up with the answers for 2 of them.
Oh, I know. And
what was that about?
Pure guessing, too. Pure guessing on his part. Here's the thing with me and Sam. Me and Sam are both, actually, I think we're both very good competitors.
You're amazing.
But we both have really bad luck sometimes. We just get a movie we never saw, or spin of the wheel that's just doesn't go our way. And this time, the wheel favored Sam. And I'm going to watch him. I'm going to watch him progress through the Ultimate Schmoedown as my avatar. I look forward to seeing him kill everybody, kill Roca. If he possibly can, that'd be great. Meanwhile, I get to stay at home and not drive to Burbank in rush hour traffic all the time. So really, I get to, it's not a win for me. I'm not going to go that far, but I get to look on the bright side a little bit. But man, that Festival Darlings, Little Darlings would have been a better category for me. Just nothing but questions about Little Darlings. It would have been fine.
It may be the new movie release dates.
They expect you to know those movies inside and out, man. Beware the great red dragon. It's Festival Darlings. Growl, growl. Growl, growl. Growl, growl. Growl, growl.
You see right there. I mean, clearly the beast flummoxed by Festival Darlings. Josh, that might have been the hardest draw I've ever seen.
I hate darlings, and I hate festivals. Put them together.
Kill your darlings.
worst. The worst.
But you have to hand it to Sam. He's ready. He's focused. He knows he wants Harloff in
Yes,
December.
Sam was impressive.
He is out here. Like I said, those 4 losses prior to all big names. It could have gone the other way. He's got his 4th victory, and it's a key one.
That's right. Huge props to Samm Levine and William Bibbiani. He's not going anywhere except for the moment. He's going to have to sit on the sidelines and watch the rest of the Ultimate Schmoedown Tournament. Like all of you guys out there, so make sure right now you join the Facebook page, Movie Trivia Schmoedown, and check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast for all the latest in the goings-on of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. For Ken Knapsack and Joshua Hercules Makuga, I am merely Mark Ellis. Thank you guys so much for watching here today. Subscribe right here to Collider Video.
All right, Schmoedown fans, here we go with your post-match wrap-up. Today, Samm Levine pulled off the narrow victory today and answered 67% correct for 15 total points. Levine's 3 steals in the second round further showed why he is one of the best players when it comes to steals. He is now tied for the 3rd most steals with 8 to go along with a career steal rate of 73%. Samm Levine has also crept up the record charts as he has now accumulated 122 career points, which is now 8th best all time. And when we look at Bibbiani's performance today, he ended up answering 61% of his questions for 14 points. That ties for the 2nd lowest point total he has ever scored. It's kind of hard to imagine that a player who scores a perfect first round, including the bonus, will lose the match in the fashion that he did. Bibbiani has now correctly answered 8 questions in the first round 3 straight times. And today's match was the first time he successfully answered the bonus. Now looking at his second round, unfortunately, he became the 4th player in the Collider era to go 0 for 4 in the second round, as well as the 2nd player to do so in the tournament this year. And as in previous matches before, he stumbled in the 3rd round, unable to once again answer his 5-point question. Now attention, all William Bibbiani fantasy owners. Now may be the time to seriously consider trading him. If you're lucky, you might be able to snag a player who plays in both the Singles League and Inner Geekdom. That's my advice to you. And if you want more breakdowns and analysis, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every Saturday on the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoes Know podcast feed on iTunes. That's going to do it for me. I'm Frank Janish, and this has been your Schmoedown post-match wrap-up.
All right. Yeah, I don't think anybody saw that coming. I mean, for Bibbiani to get 0 points in round 2 after going perfect plus getting the bonus in the first round, that's something, man. I am shocked at his performance. I mean, he was not having a good day at all. And then missing both his 2-pointer and his 5 in round 3. Not good. But don't take anything away from Samm Levine. I mean, he had a couple of big steals, especially in round 2. You know, pulling it out of somewhere. I don't know. But that Festival Darling category is going to be killer for anybody that lands on that. I don't know of any current competitor where that would be a strength. Sasha Pearl-Raver and Alicia Malone aren't competing in the league anymore. They were the 2 folks on Schmoes and Collider that were really into that. I don't know who that category is favoring. If you guys know who might actually benefit by that category, jump into the comments and let me know, because I think that's going to be killer for pretty much anybody who lands on that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will be back live with the match next Tuesday. Until then, stay tuned for other videos. I will be seeing Blade Runner 2049 tonight. hope to see the original again here before that happens. I've got a little bit of time, which would have benefited me because they did have a Blade Runner question as the bonus. That was Bibbiani's bonus question. Anyway, thank you so much as always for watching. Until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.